Now that we've set up our stages, our signals, our health score, and so forth, you might want to start acting on certain accounts that, for example, are in trial and like this are most likely to convert to a paying, or when they're paying and they're most likely to expand or to churn, you want to start doing things with them. Like, for example, sending a message to Slack or adding a task for your sales team. Therefore, we've built playbooks. So let's start a playbook. Each playbook has a certain setting. It always starts with an entry where you set the conditions. When does an account need to enter this playbook? For example, you could say, well, if somebody is in stage trial and the conversion score is greater or equal than 75, then you want accounts to enter that playbook. Now you also see that there is a goal. Goal has not been set yet, but we can set a goal for this playbook. The goal would be simply that it becomes a paying customer. In our case, that it becomes that he comes either in a stage pro, either in a stage enterprise. That would be the goal. Now we want to make sure that it doesn't stick in that playbook. So we also want to exit that goal, for example, after 15 days, meaning that after 15 days that the account entered the playbook, if he's not yet a pro or an enterprise stage, then you want to exit the playbook anyways and do other stuff. So what we have now is we have an entry when somebody needs to be a trial and a high conversion score. The goal is that he becomes a customer, and either the goal is reached, either he's not going to reach it after 15 days, and then we exit the playbook. What do we do in the meantime? Well, when we enter this, we could decide to send a notification email, create an inbox case, create a task in Close, or add an activity in Pipedrive. In our case, let's simply already start with saying to the people, you have a new promising trial, 75%. It's going to be definitely a green one, and we add an action. Another thing is, let's add a task to a good trial task to the contact owner in HubSpot. Let's make it a call, high priority, has to call them within 5 days, and go get them. All right, and add an action. So what happens now if we have a good promising trial? We're going to mention it on Slack. We're going to add a task in HubSpot so that the salespeople can start calling them, and either the goal is reached, either it's going to exit after 15 days. So when the goal is reached, I can say goal reached, new customer, green again. When the goal is not reached, I can send a message saying bummer, no conversion, put it in red, and put it maybe in in another channel. And then what we also might do is add a Pipedrive follow-up activity for another group of salespeople that are using Pipedrive. Contact owner again, let's do this a meeting, 3 days, and so forth. And so when we give it a name, example play, we put this in the buying signals, and we're going to add a playbook. What you see, by the way, is that we can add multiple playbooks. So in the case of buying signals, we have an example play that we just created. I had another example play that I just created, and that means that when somebody comes into a playing signal, you can choose to execute different plays, and you're going to find out which one best converts. That's why we had the goal conditions, and so you can basically fine tune your workflows, in terms of optimizing conversion rate. And that concludes